Okay. Alright, there we go. Hello, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy. Sorry I'm late. Had some issues setting things up. Had to make my coffee. Make sure Michael was tucked into bed. Anyway, we should have plenty of time to finish up Majora's Mask tonight, so I'm not too concerned. Good coffee, though. Anyway, let's get into it. I want to make sure that I haven't missed much. I know I'm missing some pieces of heart. I'm alright with it. I'm going to consider this a 100% playthrough as long as I finish, or not to finish, the Bomber's Notebook. By which I mean, realistically, if I finish the, if I get all of the little ribbons, or at least if I get all the little ribbons except for that one that I'm missing, and I know why I'm missing it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and get the one that I'm missing right now. So, as I understand it, the one that I'm missing is the one I'm missing is the oh shoot, what's it called? The hand guy. Oops, that's not right. Ah, frick. Wrong. Really? Come on, man. What's wrong with me? It's gonna be one of those nights. There we go. Anyway. So it's the hand that demands paper. Because I did it on my first cycle through, before I got the Bomber's Notebook, I think it didn't register. So I'm going to try and do it again now, and see if, now that I have the notebook, see if it will, see if it'll add it like it's supposed to. But to do that, I need to do a few things, like I need to get the title deed. Might as well get this. Might as well get this. Yeah, I have everything. I don't have the 6th bottle. I don't know where the 6th bottle is or how I would get that, but oh well, I'll be fine. I'll be fine without it, frankly. If that even is the 6th bottle, if that's what that is. Oh well, whatever. Oh, I can do the magic shield out of the water. Wasn't sure about that. Cool though. Alright, okay, let's get our moons here. Okay. Let's gaze, shall we? Alright, cool. So anyway, hopefully we're all set to finish tonight. So what that also means is that I'm just gonna go straight through this. Well, actually, you know what? No, I will probably reset the timeline. If we actually finish the Bomber's Notebook, I'd like to have a save slot with that. But other than that, we're just going straight through. Okay. Wait, hang on. All right. Yep, I have a moon's tear. If you'd like to trade. There you go. Okay, got the title deed. I'm also going to get the room key, just so I can more easily go into the inn at night. Because why not? I might as well take the Goron's room. Or Link. Link Goro. Okay, what time that is, but let me check. Yeah, there we go. It's afternoon, it's a while. So... here we go. By the way, I recognize that I can just go in through the top door, the balcony door. But I don't wanna. The other thing is, I know I could waste all my time and rupees on the Honey and Darling shop, but I hate it, so I have no desire to do that. None. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Frickin' Bombchu bowling alley. I've done it before. Doing it on all 3 days is not worth a heart piece, especially unless I have. Do I have 3? It would be my 4th, wouldn't it? Oh man, it doesn't feel worth it to me. It does not feel worth it to me. Nah, I don't wanna. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother. No. Anyway. Gosh, alright. Anyway, so, also relating to some of my live streams and whatnot. Given that I not too long ago, last year or so. Oh, excuse me. I need more of that coffee. Last year or so, I finished the entire Dragon Age series, Origins 2 and Inquisition. I was about to say 1 through 3, but they gotta be special. But I finished the whole thing, maybe a year or so ago. It is... So for those of you who don't know, the trailer just dropped, as well as some gameplay footage from the next Dragon Age game, basically the 4th one, Veilguard, it's called. It was supposed to be Dreadwolf. For the longest time, it was going to be Dragon Age Dreadwolf, because it was going to be all about, stopping Solus from tearing down the Veil and basically ending the world so that he could remake the world and so as to be conducive to the ancient Elven Empire, yada yada yada. If you didn't watch that stream, those games, oh, it's very good. Excuse me. And you're not particularly familiar with it, then a lot of what I'm saying is going to be going to go over your head. But that's all right. That's fine. Don't worry. Let's see what's this. In any case, though, it's the next game, Veilguard. Oh, wow! I haven't done this. Wow, okay, that was Okay, then. Anyway, yeah, it's, the next game, Veilguard, looks like a substantial step down from the previous games. A lot of people are ripping it to pieces, and not without reason. Just the, if nothing else, the graphical changes are just, man, it's so cartoony, right? And it's that sort of Fortnite-y, almost claymation kind of 3D animation kind of cartooniness that it's just hard to respect or take seriously. Which is unfortunate. Because there could have been a really good follow-up game to Inquisition. But did we really expect that from modern-day BioWare? I don't think I did, if nothing else. So, I'm disappointed but not that surprised to see what I've seen so far. The other things is that they have, once again, gratuitously simplified many of the mechanics. The combat, the companion stuff, all that. A lot of it, looking at the companions so far, they look very typical, I don't know, BioWare current year modern audience schlock. I don't know, man. It's just, I should have known better than to be still excited at all for the next Dragon Age game. Just given what modern gaming is gradually turning into, and modern BioWare, really. They've so the short version is they've cut down the spell slots, the abilities you can have equipped, from like 40 in Origins, to what was it, 8, I think, in Dragon Age 2. No, I think you could have all of them. It's just like multiple quick bars or something like that. Like all of your spells or abilities, or something like that. And then it was 8 in Inquisition, because there was your 4 buttons, but you could switch between them with a button press or number keys 1 through 8. Now there's 3, so it is essentially they've downgraded the combat mechanics to Mass Effect Andromeda. Yes, I have a reservation. Ah, good. Link, yes. Perfect. Knife chamber. Here we go. I don't need these. I don't know why I'm even doing this. Anyway, but yeah, it's you know, it's disappointing. You know, it's disappointing to see the like I said, the downgrades. And then of course it goes from having 3 companions to only having 2, and the companions not being playable. Right, so in previous Dragon Age games, you could always take control of any of your active companions, and you always had a party of 4. You have your main character, and you select 3 other companions. Now it is cut back to 2 companions, and while it does seem to be a little bit more interactive than Inquisition, or sorry, than Andromeda, where you could not, where you couldn't even tell them when to use what powers and all that. Now you can. You can tell them when to use their spells and abilities. Or at least it looks like it. But again, they can only have 3 equipped at a time, so, okay. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's significantly dumbed down, and if I had to guess, the RPG mechanics have also been significantly pared back, which is really even more disappointing for a game that is for a series that is one of the best CRPGs ever. And now, especially a lot of people are comparing it to Baldur's Gate, which I mean, say what you will about the various levels of degeneracy in the companions, but at the very least, it is the mechanics of Baldur's Gate 3, the actual like combat mechanics, RPG mechanics, and all that is excellent. It's spectacular. And it also goes very old school. It basically replicates a D&D combat encounters. Which, man, that was honestly, I gotta say, that was very bold. It was very bold of Larian to that closely mirror the D&D mechanics. It turned out well. It really turned out well. In any case, though, I don't know. I'm ready to be disappointed, but I could be surprised. I will say that the combat looks. It seems like they've integrated a lot of like Souls-like elements to it, from what I was seeing from the gameplay trailer. There's a lot of like enemy telegraphed moves where there will be like the little like yellow "oh no" thing, which tells you there's an attack coming, you have to dodge it. Or like how there's or like when a mage is about to shoot at you, there will be like this yellow trace beam that's like, oh, they're aiming at you, you better dodge. That kind of thing. There's like dodgeable attacks, which I mean, excuse me. With how easy the combat also looks, I don't think that's necessary. You know, because from the gameplay trailer I was watching, at least, those like telegraphed attacks don't seem to do very much damage to your overall health bar. Because in a proper Souls-like, or Souls-light even, the reason that you are able to dodge like that is because any given attack is going to be really substantial. And it's going to be a serious threat to you. And it's not enough to just, tank a few hits. Whereas in previous Dragon Age games, the only option was to either tank hits and increase your defenses, or increase your dodge stat. It's hard work it's a hard world to live in, Goro. Yeah, I kind of stole your room, but you'll be all right. Not like it's gonna rain or anything. Anyway, it is. Anyway, but yeah, it's one of those things where does it have to be after midnight, or can I do it right now? I'm just gonna wait right here in the toilet while I chat with you guys and wait for the hand to appear. Anyway, though, yeah, it looks like, yes, it makes the combat much more dynamic, but it also makes the combat, from what it seems, very easy. I don't know. I will say, though, at least the rogue combat, because that's what we see in the gameplay trailer. The rogue combat looks really flippy and acrobatic and crazy. Very much like it did in Dragon Age 2, which had some of my favorite combat in the series. Don't get me wrong. It's not as good, it's not as in-depth, it's not as interesting as the combat was in Dragon Age 1, or sorry, Dragon Age Origins, whatever. Because Origins had so many spell options, and all of it was very methodical, and you could really plan everything out and all that. It was very tactical. While still being relatively action-oriented, because you could do it fully in real time. Dragon Age 2 had the outlandish, over-the-top animation style, art style, and especially combat style. And it's mostly because it was the frame story was, this is a story Varric is telling to Cassandra. Now, this game I don't think has that. Yeah, Varric's still the narrator, but that's just because Varric's the narrator. Also, this is the stupidest fucking thing ever, but this is by far the dumbest complaint one can imagine, but it's out there. And by that I mean it is the major complaint that every Dragon Age group that I'm either in or part of or near or have perused or seen or anything. The number one complaint so far: they took away Varric's chest hair, and they didn't even. It's just not as absurdly extreme. And they gave him like what would almost qualify as a beard. It's like not even. He's a dwarf. It's not even this. You know, he has 5 o'clock shadow, at least in dwarf terms. But no, that's a big complaint. It's not my huge complaint. It's fine. It's a wild difference in art style that I don't think I like the change in art style. I liked the cartooniness of Dragon Age 2 because the whole thing is basically a pulpy action movie. But this doesn't look like it fits that either. It's kind of a mishmash of too many different things going on. Most of the characters don't seem like they're very serious. And um, you know how the writing teams work in games like this. Which again, if the trailer is any indication, it's going to be no change from modern writers writing like modern writers. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably try it. I probably will give it a shot. I might even stream it for you guys when it comes out. I think it's slated to release sometime next year. I don't think they gave a date. Aside from maybe 2025, I think they said. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not optimistic. I'm not expecting a whole lot of Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, to be fair, it's not as bad as I was afraid it would be at some point. At one point, I was in one of the earlier trailers, and I think I actually said this around the time. I think it was when I was playing Mass Effect, and I wish I could find what episode it was. There's no way in hell I will be able to, but there was a trailer that dropped. It was Varric narrating, and it was when we got the title Dragon Age Dreadwolf. It's gonna get again. It's all about Solus as the major antagonist. Um, which again now it doesn't even look like that's gonna be the case. They're moving it. Looks like they're moving it away from him, which is very weird, but whatever. Um, they it sounded like ooh, there's the hand. Um, paper, please. It almost sounded like it was going to be one of those um not a mobile game, but one of those always online kind of almost Anthem style games where you're one hero and there's a big company of heroes, and it's not an MMO, but they pretend that it's an MMO insofar as everyone is doing their thing, their main story, but how everyone contributes to it affects like overall like season. I expected something like that when Varric started talking about in that trailer from way back in the day, which was in 2021 or 20 or 21 or something like that. When Varric started talking about how this is bigger than just you, kind of, it made it sound like you were one little agent in a big group, and it sounded like they were going to go that direction because that's also the direction the Bioware had been going lately. I say Anthem because that was Bioware's last attempt at doing the scrap, but it's kind of like what's the one game that is very well known for doing the scrap and doing it decently. Darn, it's another looter shooter. I forget. Whatever. Anyway, you know vaguely what I'm talking about. I hope. Anyway, like I said, I think that this Dragon Age game could certainly have been worse, but I don't know. I also think that they're probably trying a little bit too hard to court the modern slash young slash general audience. There you go. Yay! Oh, you saved me. Blush. This fell down here. I'll give it to you. Hey, you rupee. Hey, there it is. Notebook's done. Right? Yes. I have 100% completed my notebook. See, I knew it was question mark, question mark, question mark. Person living in the inn's restroom. Details are unknown. Thanks for helping. Person in toilet. That's hilariously absurd, but okay. All right. That's it. Time for Moonfall. I believe it is time for Moonfall. Let's go talk to the Happy Mask Salesman real quick. Oh, you. Were you able to get Majora's mask back? You still haven't done it? I keep telling you that if you don't get it back soon, terrible things will happen. Only 53 hours remain, but time is not eternal. Please make the most of your time. Surely you should be able to do something. Believe in your strengths. Believe. Okay, nothing new. Alright. Cool. Let's zip on forward. Shall we? So yeah, we're going to the end of time. Yeah. Let's deposit our rupees one last time, shall we? I mean, why not? Gotta invest for the end of the world, right? Anyway. Actually, wait. No. Oops. Let's just get some arrows and bombs, just in case. I don't think I need any, but I don't want to need them and not have them, you know? Same with... I'll get nuts. Same with, milk. Chateau Romani. I want to get some Chateau Romani. I don't think I need bomb shoes. No. You can fly around a little bit, grab a couple of fairies, then when night falls, then I will need to get... when night falls, I'll need to get Chateau Romani. Woodfall. For a fairy! I also could, in principle, do the whole beat all of the bosses thing, but I don't really need to. Yeah, but that's not what I'm actually doing. I know it wants me to play the Sonata of Awakening, but I won't. Yeah. I'm gonna get one fairy from each of the areas, just in case. And then one Chateau Romani. Come nightfall. Hey, base. I was just talking about the new trailer and some of the information for the forthcoming Dragon Age game. I know there's a Blizzard. Yeah, shut up. That's all I wanted. Are you serious? Whatever. Whatever. One important gameplay thing you missed. It was in fact the guy in the toilet. It was definitely the guy in the toilet that was missing the missing entry in the bomber's notebook. So, yeah, we got it. Our bomber's notebook is 100% full. Hey. But yeah. Anyway, I've been just kind of lamenting, I guess, the new the next. Oh, I'm just fairy hunting. I'm just fairy hunting. Fairy hunting for now. Then I'm going to once I have 4 fairies, I'm gonna go to the nighttime. I'm gonna go buy a Chateau Romani. Then is that it? Yeah, I guess. Then I'll go on ahead to the end. The end. Like I said, given that we're already this far in, there's a fair chance that I'll finish early tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I come up with other stuff to do too. Who knows? Sounds like Monica is making a very strange sound. Right there in the hole. Don't know what it is. Doesn't sound dangerous, so I'm not too concerned, but she's up to something. Okay. Back to town. I'm getting a little concerned. Last bottle from Dompe and the Great. What? How do you do that? Yeah, go ahead and walk me through it, because I'll go do that. Let me see about that first. Hold on, just a moment. That sound has got me concerned. Well, that's even more troubling. As soon as I opened the door, she ran away giggling. That absolutely means she was up to something. Anyway, Dompe, you say, huh? Graveyard it is. Let's go. Let's see. Pew. I almost wonder if I should have just gone... I wonder if I should have just gone. By the field. But whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Nope, don't need to fight any Garo. Kind of graveyard on night 3. Lead Dompe. Around to a patch of dirt for him to dig up, okay. Stupid things. Alright, well, it's not night 3. So... I'm gonna go back to Clocktown for now. We'll do this on night 3. Oh, jeez. So I'm gonna go back to Clocktown. I'm gonna get Chateau Romane at night in the Milk Bar. And then, on night 3, in the 12 hours before midnight, then I will do the thing. I'll do the bottle with Dante. You know what? Hell with it. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. Unless you really want to see me do it, I'm not gonna bother. I've completed the Bomber's Notebook. I think I have enough bottles, and therefore fairies. I think I'm okay. I should be fine. I should be fine. If I thought of it earlier, I might have, but nah. The last day. The last time. The last round. It's the last stream. The last one. Let's just wrap it. Let's do it. Let's do this. So wait, clarify. When you say 100%, like 100% you want to see me do it, or like, or 100% don't bother with it? Because if you look at my heart containers, if you look up here, I'm not going to 100% this game. I have 100%ed the what's it called? Oh yes, you remember. Sorry, 10 o'clock. Okay. All right, I gotta wait. I can't even do this yet. It's a fun thing to do. Anyway, I'll wait. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, I'll probably still play Dragon Age Veilguard. Dragon Age 4, whatever. I'm just ready to be a bit disappointed. This is one of those things where I do think that they have each had their respective merits. Like really, seriously had their respective merits so far. And so maybe Veilguard will have something about it that is just remarkable. You know? But I don't know. Because Inquisition, honestly, I think that the standout feature of Inquisition was the large array of followers. It was the Inquisition, right? The Inquisition was, I think, the biggest draw of Dragon Age Inquisition. That was the real standout thing. Not just the companions, but all of the supporting characters and all of the advisors and the whole shebang in Dragon Age Inquisition was on such a grand scale, and it all worked really well together. Now, there was a bunch of busy work quests, if you recall, from that game that a lot of which I didn't finish, some of which I did and didn't really need to have bothered with, but a lot of it I did anyway. Stuff like that, like, it's probably unnecessary. I've seen people lose the Majora fight with like 3 fairies. Oh, okay. They weren't very good. Well, I'm okay. Saw should be fine. I'm fairly decent. We'll see. I think I'll be alright. In any case, like I was saying, I think though that while I did like Inquisition, don't get me wrong, I did actually really like Inquisition. It wasn't my favorite, and it was certainly not the best. I think Origins was probably the best Dragon Age game. Still. I don't think they topped the first one. Dragon Age 2 had its merits. It really did. There's a lot to really like about Dragon Age 2. The actual game design, though, It's wanting. Really wanting. Like, level design stuff. They had, like, 4 dungeon layouts for the whole game. Like, come on, man. That strikes me as amateurish. What will it be? I would like some Chateau. Scald says, yeah, Origin's the best one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, some Chateau. Alright, so we got our Chateau. Our Sparkle Milk. Yeah, let's call it there. Well, not call it there, but let's get out of here. And fast forward ahead to the carnival. Wait, there we go. But yeah, I think that Origins was of all of them the best, and certainly also the most unique. You know, it had its own unique aesthetic. It has its own unique world. A lot about Origins really stood out. Even as something as simple, and I don't even know if it was as intentional, but as bizarrely unique as the sword blade design. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is actually something I commented on. Can I get up there? I need to fly up there from there. Don't chase me. Go away, dog. No! Stupid dog. Anyway, yeah, it's even so the swords in Dragon Age Origins. And only Origins, as far as I can remember, only Origins. The later games kind of got rid of this. But as far as I remember, in only Dragon Age Origins, the swords had these weird notches right near the tip. So the swords... What, do I have a sword right next to me? Shoot, no I don't. I have a knife. I have a dagger. Dagger will work. To illustrate what I'm trying to illustrate. So, dagger, right? Okay. So, if a dagger blade works like this, right? In Origins, instead of it being like this, what it would do is, right about here, it would have a little in-cut. And then it would continue. So picture like the edge of the blade, right? Just going up straight, further. Then there being this this taper, right? So it would go like this, and then it would cut in, and then go to the point. And that only really happened in Origins, and it was a unique, weird little design that was really... I have no idea why they did that. I don't even know if it was intentional. I wonder if it was just a graphical little graphical glitch thing that became a thing. I don't know. But I thought it was really cool. It was a unique little touch, and I have no idea why it was. But again, I think it was neat. But there's so much about Dragon Age Origins that was just so unique. And I'll also say that unlike a lot of fantasy games, Origins really takes religion very seriously. Probably more so than even the later Dragon Age games. All right, so the other Dragon Age games, yeah, the Chantry is a major plot element, obviously. But, like, it's not... The religion in the game is not treated in the same way like a real-world religion would be. You know? Hard for me to explain this. I talked about it a lot in those streams. That it's not just straightforward, like, we're going to answer all the mysteries. But it was more like... It was more like that the Chantry and Chantryism, I guess, Makerism, whatever, was treated by the people of the world like religion is actually treated by people of the real world who are seriously religious. like serious religious people. And like I said, that is not something that you will typically get in a modern fantasy video game or any fantasy franchise. Right? Religion is, if it's treated at all, it's not usually treated very seriously. So, I don't know. One of those things that kind of seriousness got kind of trailed off with the series. And I will say, Dragon Age 2 contributed to it to some degree because of the whole Varric as narrator, it being a pulpy action movie kind of thing. Which to be fair, like I keep saying, I really love that. But I think it had the sort of Joss Whedon effect on the franchise. That it became Marvel dialogue quippy to a great degree. And that's kind of disappointing. And because that very seriously is the case. With respect to make sure I try and remember that. With respect to Inquisition, it's very quippy. And it seems like this one is all the more so. At least from the trailer. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm open to being pleasantly surprised, but my expectations are rather low. And that's kind of where, honestly, that's kind of where I am with all modern media. My expectations are rock bottom low, but I'm open to being pleasantly surprised. And I've been pleasantly surprised by a few things lately. Gosh, not much. But like, oh gosh. The last thing that let me think. What was the last thing that I watched that I was very much pleasantly surprised by? Was I think it was probably Andor. Because I was not expecting to like anything Disney Star Wars related. Because other than Andor, I really haven't. But like, it was very good. So what can I say? Skull says Dragon Age 2's approach would have been better as a movie. Yeah, probably. I think so. I think you're probably right. I do think that it worked though as a game. I like the frame device. I like the framing device. I like Varric. I like all the characters. That said, I hate all the romance options. I said this at the time when I was playing through, and we romance Meryl, that Meryl is the best romance option, not because she's a good romance option, but because she's cute and she's quirky, but everyone else is so much worse in every way. The best romance in Dragon Age 2 is one in which Hawke is not involved. It's the one between Aveline and what's the guard's name? Whatever the guard's name is. Donnic. Donnic? I think it's Donnic. It would have wasted less of your life. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't think my various playthroughs of Dragon Age 2 have been a waste. I had a sufficiently good time. It really does, or at least should, make you despise the Kunari, which I think you realistically should, if you would have talked about it again. You go back and watch my Dragon Age streams. They're all up there, by the way, so you can watch the whole playlist. It is my longest series to date because I put all 3 games into one series, so it's kind of cheating. But in any case, yeah, it's if you don't hate the Kunari, you don't understand them. They're basically they are a weird combination of like a very they're a weird combination of Soviet communism and Islam, in that they are atheistic and highly communistic, but also incredibly doctrinal. They're incredibly doctrinaire and vaguely Eastern. They're bad. They're very bad. They're bad guys. Yeah, they're communist Muslims. Yeah, they're not good. They are the bad guy faction. Which of course, now that's the other thing. In Origins, there wasn't much in terms of a good guy faction. I mean, the Chantry was overall good, but they were also kind of ambivalent in a lot of ways. Kalen was good, but he was naive. It was very much a dark fantasy. Um, let's do this. All right, let's get into this now. Sis. Tail. Swamp. Mountain. Ocean. Canyon. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. That's it. I won't let things go the way you want them to. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Alright, well, let's just do it. Let's do this. Do I have to do anything else first, or is this just it? Yeah, this must be wild from Skull Kid's perspective. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I just took his ocarina. 3 days later, he shows up, and then the giants come. The giants come. He has a cool new sword. What happened? 2 cool new swords. Technically. Here they come. Yeah, you know, the gravitic effects of this must be fairly extreme. No, Chewbacca, get down! Anyone? Anyone get it? No? Okay. I forget if I mentioned this before, but I like how the giants are designed, that they're head with legs and arms. Because it's very childlike. It's very much... There's a very specific artistic stage in early childhood development that draws like this. That, honestly, if you look at these giants, like, blonde hair and beard, head, arms, legs, this is how Michael draws me. He's 4. This is between 3 and 5 years old, roughly speaking, before you draw bodies. It's this. Oh yeah, this did need the expansion pack, didn't it? Oh man, I forgot about that, yeah. Man, I forgot that was even a thing. When you understand why, this is really impressive in terms of N64. Graphically, in terms of just the all that's going on simultaneously, you know. It stopped. But yeah, I like I like their design. I like their simplistic design. I like that they don't have bodies again because it's so childlike, and it's that innocence that it feels like comes in. It's that innocence that calls back to Skull Kid's innocence, and it's that innocence that comes in to save the world, to save this bizarre, upside down, dreamlike world from utter catastrophe, from infinite evil and darkness and all that. It's wonderful. We did it. It stopped. Sis. Tail. Good. We made it in time. The giant's call worked on the Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid, Do you realize what you've been doing to everyone? Wait, sis, don't. Don't be so hard on the Skull Kid. Tail, why are you protecting him? Aren't you mad at him for hitting you so much? He was lonely, the Skull Kid. He was trying to destroy everything around him. That's not the same as a lonely child. We can't allow that. The power of the mask made him do it. It was too much for the Skull Kid to handle. It's 'cause he didn't know his place. On top of having a weak will and no strength of heart, he's a fool. Certainly. He had far too many weaknesses to use my power. Yeah, that's right. Admit your stupidity. Huh? Oh god, this is so creepy. I love it. Oh man, I couldn't read the thing. Puppet's role has just ended. It says all the different pathways too. I could have done this after any one of the first 3 temples, and they would have come and failed. Yeah, oh man, I should have done that at some point. But yeah, that's actually really cool. I've done it before, by accident, back when I was a kid. It can't be. Then that moon. Right into its big old gobber.
I shall consume everything.
Come on, giants. What? This isn't good. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hurry, the Song of Time. The Song of Time. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Don't tell me you're going up there. You won't do it. You go by yourself. I'm staying here with Tail. I'll go. What? What are you saying, Tail? Is something wrong with you? I don't always want to be running away. If only I'd been stronger, the Skull Kid wouldn't have... I don't know why they're both from Brooklyn, but... I understand. I'll go. After all this time, Tail, you've gotten really stubborn. Just like someone else I know. You know, you guys are really stupid. Whee! Man, this is... I kind of like the. I kind of love this. First of all, it is genuinely beautiful. It's idyllic. It's nice. I should do this now, right? Should I do this now? Before I talk to the 4? 4 little children. So just pretty and idyllic, but also like that's what makes it so odd and disturbing. All right, let's drinky. Blah. Look at that super magic. Super magic. Okay, let's do this, shall we? Hey there. It's the fish one. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? I'll play with you. To the masks. Give me some. Ah, jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the useless ones. I'm gonna start with the most useless. More. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek, let's play. Alright, I'll hide. Wait, I only have to give him 3? What if I had given him the Zora mask? Can I? Found you. Wow, really? Did I really get that lucky? That mask, take it off. 3 when I'm done. Okay, you found me. Hey, I want more masks. Yeah, okay. Those are... Yeah, none of those are useful. More. More. Thanks. You're nice. Can I ask a question? Oh, he can't take it. Okay. The right thing. What is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? Ultimately, yes. I'd say so. I would say ultimately, yes. On the Happy Mask Children? I think they're a really cool touch. It's a very cool little... How do I put it? So much of this game plays on the interplay between the conscious and the subconscious. And the inside of the moon being a manifestation of the idyllic and the childlike, especially given what we were just talking about with the giants. I think that it's a really... it represents, it seems to me at least, as if it represents something like our sort of buried, id? The most fundamental part of ourselves that is in the danger of turning to evil, represented by their having the cursed masks. But that we can guide the right direction. Something like that, you know? Nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too, will you be a mask salesman? I'll play with you. Masks, give me some. Oh, shoot. No. I don't wanna. Hold on. Cafe's mask. Couple's mask. Found Gary. Yeah, here. More. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? I only give him 2? Let's play hide and seek. Alright, I'll hide. Really? I only needed to give him 2? That's weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, Goron. Right, because he was, goat. Or whatever. However you pronounce it. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Wait, do I have infinite magic? I thought it just drained at half the rate. Oh, I have to bounce. Okay. I think the questions they ask may be an attempt to make Link question who he's fighting for. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Oh, Jesus. That's hard. Okay, that's... Oh, man. At least this isn't hurting me. Damn. Yeah, this is difficult. I don't remember this being this difficult. Could be a controller thing. I don't know. What is this? Is this just going to teleport me back? Yeah, it is. What the frick? Okay. Fine. I thought I fiddled with my dead zones. I thought I fiddled with my dead zones sufficiently. I'm going to increase it. Try that. Like, I messed with it. I thought I had it. I thought I had it good enough, but I guess it's not good enough. What, just keep the thing straight? Ah! The problem is that it doesn't, like... Jesus. The problem is the camera doesn't turn. Doesn't turn instantly. So I have to change the angle of my stick. See? Like that. Because it doesn't turn immediately, you know? Oh, God. It's worth it, though. There's deity, man. First dirty. Come on, man. I can sometimes get the first bounce. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm getting a little better at it. Okay, I'm getting there. Getting there. Getting there. I also just have to get lucky. Okay. You've been dreading this all week? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. This is gonna take a few tries. It's already been a few tries! Oh, God. Alright, here we go. Oh, God. Small adjustments. Yeah. Like, in theory, I understand what I need to do. The problem is the execution. And not just the execution, but, like... Wait, I don't need to keep holding forward on the stick, do I? Once I start going into magic spin, I can just magic spin. Okay. Okay, never mind. I mean, I just hit it at the wrong angle, I understand, but, like... My technique may work. Okay. Wow! This is going so much better. Flattened. That way, right? No. Wait. There we go. At least it isn't God of War on God of War mode. Literally died over 50 times on 1 second near the beginning. Yeah! Did I ever play God of War? I barely ever did. I think I played the first one a little bit. Never got into the series, though. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. Yeah, you can have a few more masks. I don't need a sniffer, and I don't think I need the captain's hat, and I don't think I need the Garro's mask. Here you go. I have a sniffer. More. Captain's hat. Thanks. You're nice. Can I ask a question? What makes you Happy. I wonder. What makes you happy? Does it make others happy too? Yeah, I think so. It should. Okay, so here's the other thing. Also, I'm very much a PC Master Race, also Nintendo kind of guy. Always have been. So I never really got into the either PlayStation or even Xbox exclusives like that. Wait, get back here. In particular, the current sort of reboot God of War games. So from what I've seen, the first rebooted one looked pretty good, but then Ragnarok didn't look nearly as good. You know, and I don't know about that. It does seem to have certainly deviated quite a lot from the original formula. I can't say too much though, just given that I've never been a huge fan of the series, so I can't really speak to it too much. Oh, they did come out on PC. Okay. Think about it. Nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. I'll play with you. Give me some. Ghost of Tsushima just came out on PC. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Garrus Mask. Mask. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek, let's play. Alright, I'll hide. Here we go. Oh, wow, this is not going to be fun. Let's go over here and do it this way. Why let two move when instead you can do one? Seems like a much better idea. Oh, hey, it's got a heart container over there. That's nice. I will take that. Whee! Is it a heart? Oh, it's just piece of heart. Okay, it's piece of heart, though. That's still nice. Huh. Can I get all the way over with this one? I kind of doubt it. I'm going to try it, though. No, it doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. Worth trying. It's worth trying, though. Let's try again. You have to think of the questions from Link's perspective. He keeps doing things... hold on. Keeps doing things and then having to reset the cycle. No matter what he does, no one remembers him and everything goes back to being miserable. That is true. And like I said, I think that gets solved, obviously, right? Oh god. Dude, that was dumb. I think that problem gets solved, like I said, by the sort of dragon break that happens with the ending. Right? That because if you remove the curse, everything gets all fixed simultaneously. I mean that's great. And that really does solve that problem. But you're right that at this stage, yeah, that's a serious issue. So, I missed. But yeah, I do think that that's a real serious issue that's really worth contending on. It's a good point. I hadn't thought of that from that perspective. I was thinking of these things in more broad, abstract, general terms. Oops. Because that's who I am as a person. Being a philosopher, I don't tend to think of things in the particular, like at all. So, Perfect. Look at that. Excellent. I have to use the little one for this, don't I? I'm gonna get blocked. Nope, nope, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. I can do it. Whee! You found me. Hey, I want more masks. Here. Thanks. You're nice. Can I ask a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend? Ooh, that's... Again, I think of these things, these kind of questions in the abstract, and in the abstract, that is a really... It's not a difficult philosophical question, but man, it's a psychologically difficult question. Because that's a real sort of paranoid concern for a lot of people. But I think that in this case, the answer is so obviously no, just because you keep resetting the timeline. Right? Like, no, of course not. Of course these people don't think of you as friends. They don't know who the hell you are, because you reset time every few seconds, and you see them for the first time every time you see them. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Ask, you have a lot. Give me some. Here. More. These kids with their questions are trying to compel Link to cave to the futility of everything and rage quit before fighting Majora. Yeah, I think that sounds right. I think that's probably right. Let's see. He needs 4, doesn't he? More. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek, let's play. Alright, I'll hide. Yeah, I think that's a good reading of it. Do I need the Giant's Mask for this? Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh boy. Let's put it there. Let's go. Just in case. I assume I'm gonna be fighting. I forget what this is. I honestly... What? Oh. Fascinating. Oh. Wow, that was easy. Next. It's a boss rush. Mystical Stone responds. Okay. Hidden secret. It seems one cursed by the strange sparkling gold spiders had the Mask of Truth. Yeah, I know. I have it on my face. Bruh. Ow. Really? Ah, Jesus. Ooh, couchies. That's good. Mm. There we go. Ah! Really? Really? Oh, man. Oh, that's stupid. Alright. That was stupid of me. That was my fault. I should have known. Well, whatever. To die without leaving a corpse. Arrows! I'm gonna need them. I bet. What do you say? It seems his mother, Madame Aroma, had cafes. I know. Bro. Oh, this is just in case you didn't find all the masks, isn't it? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is, okay. In fact, in the act of giving the mask, you've collected tangible proof of your bonds with everyone, continuing your proving them mistaken. Yeah, I think so. And again, based on what we know of the masks are magical, right? The masks are very straightforwardly. There we go. Magical manifestations of. They're magical manifestations of helping people, of doing right by all of these people in Termina. Bomb juice. Okay, I'm gonna need these. Hmm. Is this right? No. Okay, but now what? No. Crack in the ceiling. What? Where? Oh. Wow, alright. That's on the ceiling. Oh, I really have to do that. Good enough. Okay. Okay. That, I guess, counts. Didn't exactly hit it, but you know what? It got scared. Okay, let's move on. Hey, another piece of heart. Nice. It's just gonna tell me another mask, isn't it? Eaton mask. Oh, it's directly above me. Oh, God. I wish I had more bomb juice. Oh, God. Good enough, I suppose. This is gonna be close, man. Is there a way to get more? Oh no, that's it. Okay. You found me. All the mini dungeons had a hard piece? Oh man, I missed a couple. Oh, I'll be fine. Hey, I want more masks. Oh, well, I have 4 left, so... Can I give you this one? More. 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 But my favorite! Thanks. You're nice. Can I ask you a question? Your true face. What kind of face is it? I wonder. The face under the mask. Is that your true face? Again, very, very apt question for Link, who... Right, who... Because, especially those, the transformation masks, each represent a face that he wears. Is the Hylian any different? I mean, he grew up thinking he was a Kokiri, discovered he was a Hylian, discovered he was the hero of time, discovered that he bore the Triforce of Courage, now is the weird savior of this weird land. But no small wonder that Link might be going through an identity crisis or so, you know? Everyone's gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? You don't have any masks left, do you? Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Yes, let's play that. Cool! Would this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? I don't think so. You ready? You're the bad guy. When you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play? It's bad guy time. Can I use the sword as the deity? No, I can't. I get my own cool sword. Whatever. Oh, it's these. The curse masks. The tentacles. Remember your battles. Oh, sorry. Remember your battles. When something resistant would deflect your weapons, what was its backside usually like? Should do this twice? What, once as the deity and once not? I have never fought this except as the deity. Ooh, Youchies! You know, all the times I've actually, and all the times I've played this game, I don't think I've ever done it as just regular old Link. Ugh. Oh God. Oh, jeez. Yeah, every stage of this is creepy, but like I think this is the worst. You fought things that ran around. Didn't you battle them using your own body? This would only take 10 seconds. Yeah, I know. I can just do it like that. I know. But I'm having a little fun with it, you know? I want to actually see how the fight goes.
Majora's Mask.
You had the chance before an enemy was about to attack. Didn't you usually try shooting it? Yeah, buddy. Oh, he got me. At least I'm fighting it in the correct cycle. In vaguely the right way. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this is spectacularly easy with the Fierce Deities Mask. Which, by the way, I really, really like that from a game design perspective. You can absolutely rush Majora's Mask. You can rush this game. You can beat this game pretty darn quick. It is a short game without all the extra side content. But this gives you a really good reason to do all the extra side content, and that also means it gives you a really good reason to help everyone. It's that same thing we were just talking about in terms of the masks representing the good you've done for everybody. The sort of magical representation of everyone you've helped, all these people, them. That is such a cool little impact of this game mechanic. Bah. Shouldn't have run away for nothing. God, no, the rainbow bridge in the sky, formed from a shattered moon, is the second Yuuzhan Vong War reference that I've made in, like, I don't know, an hour? What's going on here? Reading the game disc. What the hell? No, you're not. Stop lying. It's a ROM, you see. Child noises again. Different child noises this time. She says. Oh, man. Dawn of a new day. Welcome to the Happy Mask Shop. We deal in masks that bring happiness to everyone. How would you like to be a happiness salesman? I'll lend you a mask. You sell the mask and bring the money back here. Yes. Yeah, I mean, God, that's it. It all the way. It really does go, like you said. It really does go all the way back to Ocarina of Time. Like they just pick this character, a happy mask salesman, and say, let's make a weird upside down dream world, an inverse of Hyrule that's about to end, and base it around, I don't know, a random side character from Ocarina of Time. Man, that is cool. That is really, really cool. The concept behind this game and its execution are both just absolute peak. This is one of the best sequels ever made. This is in the Shrek 2 range of best sequels ever. Man, okay. Ah, he's awake. Hey, Skull Kid. Weird beak face. Yeah, no, it's an electric boogaloo. Absolutely. It's a hell of a good one. This, by the way, is one of my favorite flowers. Bird of Paradise. It's on my wacky Hawaiian shirt. Anyway, you guys, you hadn't forgotten about me. Well, you still thought of me as a friend? Did you? Did you save me? I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are a nice thing to have. Can't you be my friend, too? Yeah, you're being weird, dude, but... Oh, that's real weird, but I guess so. Yeah, you have the same smell as the fairy kid who taught me that song in the woods. Yeah, that was me. That was literally me. I know, I know. Let's do something. Oh, so the evil has left the mask after all. Really? We exorcised the thing. That's convenient. Well, now, I finally have it back. Are you gonna put it on and boss fight stage 3? 4? 4. God. Dude, okay. I once again, I understand that it is also just a way of getting around things like animation constraints because the development cycle for this game was like so crunched, like unbelievably crunched. I think this whole game was made in like a year or something, because they just basically reused all of their Ocarina of Time assets, like, obviously. But like the Happy Mask Salesman, the way he moves, of just clipping between animations, man, it's so unsettling, but it's so unique and it's so cool. It's such a good little effect, even though it's again very clearly it's just a really cheap way of doing something. You don't have to cycle through a walk cycle or whatever, you know. Right. Skull says, I always thought of Majora's Mask and the characters within it like a cast of characters from Ocarina of Time, taking on different roles, using masks to partially achieve it. Okay, yeah. And again, that fits with this whole idea of mask wearing. Oh gosh, what is it? I have to find it. I'm gonna put it in the Discord server as well as in the description here after the fact. Um, there's a documentary about generally about ancient Greek, primarily Athenian culture, and one of the episodes of the documentary series is all about theater, Athenian theater. And one of the major aspects of Athenian theater is the use of masks. And the use of masks in Athenian theater, it was seen as a kind of almost magical process by which one, in the one hand, on the one hand, takes on a persona that is not one's own, but then it also has this barrier effect of protecting oneself from the persona that one takes on, right? Because this is right out of Plato, that if you're acting a role, right, there's a real danger that you'll get caught up in the role, that you'll become the role to too great of a degree. You'll do what the Skull Kid did and become effectively possessed by the magic of the roll. But the mask is there in this ancient Athenian mindset. The mask is there to protect you from that because you are separate from the roll. You're separated by this piece of wood or plaster or whatever it is. Right? It functions as a kind of barrier, not just between you and the audience, but between you and the character that the mask portrays in a really, really cool way. Right? I think that's very neat. And looking at the use, the role of masks, whether that's like what was it, The Mask, right? The Mask with Jim Carrey, Ben Stein's character, the professor guy who talks about the masks we wear and all that, the psychology professor. There's such a great little line about that that he's talking about the masks we wear are the roles that we take on, different and the mask, right? The Loki mask, the big green mask, does this. It's when there's a complete takeover of the persona over oneself, but the persona is part of oneself, comes out of oneself, but then it takes over oneself. It's again another one of these really neat, really wacky plays with this idea of play acting and using a mask for it. There's there's so much really cool about this topic, and this game covers a lot of it too, a good lot of it, from an odd perspective as well too, because it's not a primarily Western or European perspective. This is a Japanese game, Japanese culture, but it does play on a lot of Western storytelling tropes, and historical fantasy and all that kind of stuff. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you could, you're right, you're right. You could make tons of games with these assets, and I kind of almost wish they had, but the technology moved on. Right, the technology moved on from N64 to GameCube, and so they changed it. Right, they changed the aesthetic, they changed the models, they changed the environment, they changed the setting, they changed everything with Wind Waker, which I think we're probably going to do next. Right, next week we're going to start Wind Waker. Um, that was always that was always a great one, and I haven't played in a very long time. It was really good, really good. It's much more open than either of these have been. And so I don't know. I may wind up doing some of the like explory stuff offline, just because I don't want to be sailing for an hour at a time while we're on live stream. But anyway, an apotropaic symbol. Remind me, what does that mean again? The term is familiar, but it's not. It's not right at the front of my head. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must bid you farewell. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? And yeah, I can make it an explory vibe and use that as an opportunity to chat about stuff. That's true. Whenever there's a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whether a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that's up to you. With that, please excuse me. But my, you sure have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The masks you have are filled with happiness. This is truly a good happiness. Yours too? Is that what's up with, like, Mario? Did you trap his soul in a mask? Well, both of us has gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways, isn't it? It was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival to begin. Why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. But I want to go to a carnival. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So a scary thing that scares away a scarier thing? Kind of, but not necessarily. Right? Link. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Batman kind of gargoyle on the walls kind of thing. I mean, it can be, but it's a little bit separate. It's a little bit different from that. Oh man, oh, I forgot how much I love this music. Oh, that's great. Do the whole thing, man. And it's got Link playing too. It's not even Macau, it's Link. That's nice. We get to see a little of everything gone right. Oh man, and the Rainbow Bridge stays there and everything? Oh man, I forgot about that. That's cool. That's very cool. I guess the pirates reconciled with everybody. Like I said, I'm very glad we get this implication that everything went right, you know? That all the things that we did through all of these cycles gets amalgamated into one. Skald says, one of my favorite things with the limitations imposed on the dev team, is how they implemented the ocarina and explained it in the sequel. Yeah. They expanded on it, sorry, in the sequel. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the changing it into different instruments, it still gets used. Although I will say, with the 3DS remaster, having the ocarina mapped to a separate touchscreen button, rather than it being a C item, is so much better. That is such an incredible improvement. Just like they did with the Iron Boots in Ocarina, the Ocarina re-release or remaster. I think both of those were substantial improvements. So yeah, good. But that's a gameplay thing, right? I really do like how they use the ocarina in this game, especially like the improvement to the transportation, the teleportation songs. In Ocarina, they had a teleportation song for each location. This, they just have the warpy song, whatever it is, Song of Soaring. That's it, and it's just the one, which is good, like excellent. I'm very glad that they did it that way, because it allows them to sort of expand upon the songs that they can do, and how each of the separate temple songs, it doesn't just bring you somewhere; it has its own special effect to it. The Sonata of Awakening wakes up sleeping things. The Gorong Lullaby puts people and things to sleep, etc. Okay? It's very cool. It's all very, very cool. Wish they would have put more instruments in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Honestly, yes. I don't know. I haven't played either. By the way, I've not played either of the Switch Zelda titles, but from what I have seen about them, they deviate much too much from the Zelda formula for me. Oh, it's the wedding. And the curse is broken. But yeah, I do think, like I said, I think that they deviate far too much from the Zelda formula, from like item deterioration thing. Um, oh, almost everything as well, but not quite all as well. But then also like the lack of like item progression. Like that's always been a major Zelda thing, is that progression in the game is locked behind item acquisition. When you get a special item, it allows you to move forward, right? It allows you to progress the plot and move to new areas and do new things. They kind of cut that from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. At least to a degree. It's still there, but it's not as intense. There aren't these like key items, these very important things that you get. Not certainly not to the same degree that there traditionally has been. You know. Oh man, look at that. All 6 friends. It's cute. The end. Nice. Very nice. What needed to happen? The deviation from the formula needed to happen after. So Scald says it needed to happen after Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword was my least favorite because it was so linear and closed off. That's true. The areas were too small and separated. That was kind of a problem. I really did. There was a lot about Skyward Sword that I really liked. The item use was phenomenal. I really did like it. The different items and how they all worked. The the flight was fun. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. The story was really good. The story was one of the better Zelda storylines. And the characters that there were, now to be fair, there were not a ton of characters, but the characters there were some of my favorites. Groose, man. Yeah, Groose, dude. Like, he was fantastic. But no, also some of the best music in Zelda series history. Like, yeah, Majora's Mask is great. Don't get me wrong, has great music. Ocarina of Time has some of the best tracks, but the orchestral arrangements in Skyward Sword, oh, oh, it's so good, so good, man. Anyway, like I said, I did like Skyward Sword a good bit. It's not my favorite. Not my favorite. It's certainly not the best, but I think it gets unfairly maligned. And oddly, I really like the art style. I really, really like the Skyward Sword art style. It might be my favorite Zelda art style. Uh, it is a nearly perfect balance between the cell shading cartoonism of Wind Waker next week, with the realism and at least realistic proportions that we get, and realistic costuming and stuff that we get in Twilight Princess. It's such a good combination of the two GameCube Zelda titles, that man, it's pretty great. That part of it, that part of the game is just excellent. Yeah. The So you're right. Going to the same 3 places, the open sky didn't have much going for it. Um, yeah, I don't like I said, I don't think it was the best. I don't think it was the best at all. The best Zelda game. I agree with you there. And going to the same few places, yes, they kind of open up, but there's not much there, right? It's not like you're going to these places and there's people and civilization to interact with in the same way that there is here in Termina. Like in all the places you go to, with the exception of Ikana, there's thriving civilization. There's people. There's NPCs. There's stuff going on. Even Ikana, there's stuff going on. It's just there's mostly enemies. They're all dead. Right? It's cursed. In Twilight Princess does this even better. That everywhere in Twilight Princess there's stuff. There's stuff and there's people and there's things going on. Twilight Princess is one of the most living Zelda worlds. It's it might Hmm. It might be my favorite. Twilight Princess might be my favorite. There's a couple of things holding Twilight Princess back. And I would have to say it's like the main thing holding Twilight Princess back, if anything, is that the plot meanders far too much. It's too long. It's not just that it's too long of a game. Ow. It's that the plot goes too far. It there's too much to the plot. There's too much going on, and so it takes too long. And there are so many plot threads going on in the game, and a lot of them are sequentially. Like there's a big long plot thread, and then there's another big long plot thread, and then there's another big long plot thread, and then there's another big long plot thread. It feels like you're forgetting where things started. And the only through line is Link and Midna. So yeah, it's that's my only real problem with Twilight Princess. Otherwise, excellent. Absolutely excellent. Oh, the other problem is no magic meter. Not a fan. There's no magic meter. It's I think the first Zelda game ever to not have a magic meter. So there's that. Wait. Oh, Baze, you haven't played Wind Waker? Really? You should. Baze says I haven't played Wind Waker, so I'll probably go from Jeremy Belpois, to say that right, to providing sarcastic commentary. Well, I'm looking forward to the commentary regardless, and I know Wind Waker well enough to get my way through it. Um, I played it like 3 times in a row when it came out, and then I haven't played it since. So I remember it decently well. So I should be okay. Also, it's easier. Most of Wind Waker is a good deal easier, I will say, uh, than either of the previous two, either of these two. Anyway, all right. Well, you know what? We've got time, but we don't have a game. We're out. That's all we got. That's it. I can't do anything. It isn't. There's not even a return to start menu. That's it. That's. It expects you to turn off the console. So I guess I'm gonna. Anyway, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Wonderful game. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Next week we are going to be picking up Wind Waker. Oh, the battleship minigame. That's so fun. That's so fun. Oh man, I love that. I love so many of the little nautical bits and bobs and stuff. That's great. Wind Waker's fantastic. The atmosphere of Wind Waker is the atmosphere of Wind Waker might be my favorite of the Zelda games. Just the way the world feels might be my favorite of the Zelda games. So let's do this. Um, Majora's Mask is absolutely the best sequel of the Zelda games. Maybe the best sequel to anything. Um, as a sequel. Um, Let me see. Like I said, I think Skyward Sword has the best artwork, the best art style. I and some of the best music. Best music is a real hard one because so many Zelda games have such good music. Um, I think Wind Waker, like I said, has the best atmosphere, and I gotta say, Twilight Princess is probably my favorite overall. All told, Twilight Princess is probably my favorite. All in all, if only because you can use your sword on Epona. Oh, it just feels so badass. Anyway, all right. I probably do have to eventually try the Switch ones. If and when I eventually get a Switch, we might get one for the kids for Christmas, and I might borrow it. Oh gosh. Oh, the guy in the chair from Code Lyoko. Oh my god, I have not watched Code Lyoko since I was staying up later than I was supposed to in middle school. Holy crap. Oh jeez. All right. Anyway. All right. Anyway. Thank you all so much. I had a wonderful time. It's such a good game. I'm looking forward to Wind Waker next week. So I'll either see you then, or if I happen to have some spare time, maybe maybe we'll play some more wholesome Monster Girl Academia at some point. Hopefully that was an enjoyable stream, a little impromptu stream Saturday night. Maybe if I'm bored and have time, maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday night, maybe I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. Anyway, thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, don't be safe, be well. More importantly, be good. Good night, folks.